Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into Power Rangers CyberStrike episode 54. I am your host, Twitch the Person, and in about a moment we will be unmuting, introducing the cast, and giving you a quick recap before we get into today's episode. As I just clear off my screen here. That was weird. So, let us unmute and meet the cast. Hello, everyone. We are live.
Hello.
So, ladies and gentlemen, introducing, first and foremost, our Red CyberStrike Ranger, Captain Marika Hammond. We have Chocolate Zombie.
I got nothing.
Fair enough. It's too warm. Playing the role of Arrow, the yellow CyberStrike Ranger, we have Cryptic Cybergen.
Oh, shit. Voices are back.
Playing the role of Nova, the blue CyberStrike Ranger, we have Deluna 13.
You get when you don't take your pills. I told you to take them.
Playing the role of Scott, the green CyberStrike Ranger, we have the internet's Mr. Hardler.
You would all better duck, because I'm about to turn left, and I don't want to hit you with my dick.
Playing the role of CyberStrike Phantom Black, Dwayne Caruso, resident Catman, we have Rosso06.
Catmandu.
And rounding out the team, playing our Proto Ranger and resident Alpha Sentinel, we have Dynamo Tom playing the role of Orchid.
AKA our mobile artillery.
It's just the broken table is the pink spectrum. And of course, I am Twitch the Person. I am your game master, grid master, dungeon master, and the mastermind behind this entire homebrew campaign, which has sometimes been a nightmare to try and loop and connect, but I managed to do it. How? I don't know. Why? I don't know. Anyway, we are here. Episode 54. How are we feeling? Because it's about to get
pretty good.
It's about to get a little bit scary.
Oh, now it's about to get scary?
Yeah.
Well, it's a good thing I'm making spaghetti.
If anyone wonders why Cryptic sounds a little bit weird, it's because they're not at a computer. So we will be remote control.
Can someone screen share the map?
It's going to have to be one of you guys because mine will give away too much. So yes, so one of us will be rolling for Cryptic's rolls. They have managed to join us here today. So, ladies and gentlemen, on the last episode of Power Rangers CyberStrike, the Rangers started the fight to protect the medical caravan that had been ambushed by Trek, the Green Psycho Ranger, and General Venjix of the Machine Empire. Why they were attacking this caravan, it was unknown. But suspicions lead to drawing out the Ranger team on planet. Seeing as the information that they were here on planet Calvis had been leaked by a mole. Halfway through this battle, a third force joined in the form of Dane and his Syrian mercenary. It turns out that Dane was the one that leaked the information and only took this job under the pretense that he could get planetside to do his own investigations of sort. What he's trying to find is still unknown. However, he and his mercenaries joined the battle, and it became a three-way dance of sorts between the mercenaries, the Machine Empire cogs, and the Rangers and the soldiers of planet Kelvis. Now, during this fight, Dora, the aforementioned Gold Ranger, the inheritor of the Gold Ranger powers currently, and Eltarian Guardian, was blasted back by Trek after something strange happened to him after Dwayne pushed him into the anti-grid fire. Fire left by the anti-grid material weapons that had been used. This prompted Vengex, who was locked in battle with both Orchid and Scott, to grab a hold of Orchid and somehow download something from their system. What that was, they do not know.
I think they tried to grapple Orchid, but they couldn't.
No, they got something. It did go.
Oh, okay.
It did go. And it was a crit. So while they didn't get a full grapple on Orchid and download all of what they wanted, they did manage to get get what was needed, what they needed, which is what he yelled out to Trek before ordering the Psycho Ranger to retreat.
And before Orchid's got the virus from Alpha's day, from when Alpha got the Green Ranger disc.
We left the Rangers mid-battle, where one soldier was dragging Zora over the barricade as we entered the top of the turn order of round 3. And that is where we join the Rangers now. So as I go to personal sounds and go let's just go to so Trek and Vengex have left the battlefield. You are currently faced with multiple downed cogs. One of Dane's Syrian mercenaries is unconscious. You suspect the others are inside his ship. They're currently locked in battle with the Quantrons. You still have you still have 2 individuals that no, wait, one sec. Soldier, medic. Yes, 2. You have 2 soldiers, medical soldiers that need to be evacuated, and then the soldiers that are up front also need to retreat alongside the medics. Dora is unconscious, and at the top of the round, the Kelvis-based soldier has Zora yells out to all of you, I'm gonna take it as a good thing that those 2 got out of here. Now we need to focus on getting the medical evac to your ship. As clutching Zora, he moves past you, Arrow. He's got 30 movement because he's got 35, half of 35, I'm just gonna say 15. 5 and 15. Dragging Zora with him. Zora is unconscious, by the way. She was blasted back and she was demorphed. And using foregoing an attack action, he's going to move another 15 with Zora. So that's 5 and 15. And he's dragging Zora effectively to the back of the field. That does it for that Kelvis soldier's turn. We now come to the turn of the Syrian merc, and with Marika on deck. This Syrian mercenary is unconscious. So, what's the role he needs to do to get up from unconsciousness in this system? Because I don't think I've ever done that one.
I don't think you do.
Correct.
You're basically out until someone gets you up, or...
Yes, that's true. That is what it says in the core rulebook, isn't it?
Yeah, because that's the thing that happened to Dwayne as well.
Yeah, it did. Okay, so Marika, it's actually your turn. I don't know why I didn't skip.
All right. Marika's going to survey the battlefield. She's going to look at the team and basically say, focus on the blaster cogs up top, and she's going to go for this guy right here.
Which guy? The silver cog?
Yes.
Cool. How would you like to... Okay, cool. So you're gonna
run up to him.
Right, okay. So, are you running through the fire?
Because that's the bad kind of fire.
You got to remember, that's the anti-grid fire. So...
She was... Let's see. I think we're here, right?
I believe so, yes. You can attempt to jump over the fire, if you so wish.
Actually, here's the question. What happens if we shoot through it?
Well, you've already seen the Quantron shoot through it, so...
Yeah, but they're Quantrons, they're not Rangers using grid energy.
You've already seen the Quantron shoot through it. That's all I can give you.
So a standing jump is what?
A standing...
Remember, it's tripled because you morphed.
Yep. So... 15 feet
you can
before
jump
rolling.
to that. You
can jump 15 feet.
to that.
Yeah.
No problem.
Get here.
Yeah, so that's 30. So you can jump. You can freely jump 15 feet without rolling. As soon as you get that, you would need to succeed a acrobatics of 5 or more.
Okay. So if I just did like a running jump to here and then tried to jump over here.
If you run, So if you run, it'll be a difficulty 5 acrobatics. If you just try to jump from where you are, it'll be difficulty 10.
All right, I'll get the running start then. So she'll run up to this one here and then just attempt to jump right in front of this guy here.
Yeah, cool. Give me an acrobatics check.
That's a 5.
Yeah, meets it. It was a running one, so you're good. So you leap over the fire. You notice that it doesn't really give off heat as you leap and land next to this silver cog. That is your movement. You now have your
All right.
action and free actions, should you choose to use them.
What about the Cyber Saber? Since I get that extra upshift.
From Cyber Blue, yes?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead. $14. You know what? I'm gonna say he's gonna attempt to dodge you because he saw you jump. So if it meets it, it beats it.
Alright. That's 1 damage.
So yeah, so as you jump and you land, your Cyber Saber materializes in your hand, and you take a slash at the silver cog, and before the cog can bring its spear up to defend, you manage to get a sparking slash just across its chest, as it kind of like takes a step, like falls back on its butt a bit, and then looks back at you.
All right. Strike number 2.
Yeah, extra attack. That's fine. This will be targeting his toughness. That does not work, unfortunately. Nope. As you go for a second attack, this time the silver cog does manage to parry you with his spear.
Alright, that's turn.
Awesome. It is now the turn of a Kelvis-based soldier. The one that was actually put next. Yeah?
I was just going to say, quick reminder about Story Point Tracker.
Yes, you're correct. I need to up 1 for me, up 1 for you. Ignore that it says silver cog. Okay, cool. The Kelvis-based soldier is going to take out his laser. It is 25, yeah, more than. Yeah, 60 to 140 feet. He's going to take a shot at the silver cog. Is he specialized? Yes, he is. $19. Yeah, beats his toughness as well on all fronts. The Kelvis soldier takes aim at the silver cog as he like parries off your sword, and as your Cyber Saber flies out the way, just a standard laser blast strikes the cog, causing it to spark. As he takes 1 damage, and he's going to do so again. The Kelvis soldier is. Roll. And he gets it again. And as the first laser strikes, a second one comes flying past and hits it again, and the cog falls down. Defeated. In front of you, Mariko.
Alright.
Need to do that. Don't know why the music stopped. Should be on repeat. Again. Yeah, the Kelvis-based soldier kind of just like lets out like a yell of victory, and then needs to turn and start making his way backwards a bit behind the cases again. And that'll do it for Kelvis-based soldier. Onto the Quantron, who is now locked in battle with Dane. He is going to try and oh wait, hang on. Aha. He can do something here. Yep. Cool. The Quantron takes a look at the individuals next to. He takes a look at Dane in front of him, and the other mercenary to his right. And then all of a sudden, he kind of starts spinning his Q-blade around. He's going to use Cyber Slash, which is basically high-powered. They go into like a high-powered blur of motion, and they will deal 1 shard damage on a successful hit to all enemies in a 5 feet radius. Should they succeed a might skill test against their evasion defenses. So he's gonna get better than 22 to hit Dane, but he's gonna get better than 15 to hit the mercenary, and it is made at 1 downshift. So, might downshift. It is specialized because it's his Q-blade. Roll it. Well, he doesn't hit Dane. Dane is too skilled and too fast for it, but the mercenary to the other side does take 1 slashing damage. And here's the crazy thing. That is a once per scene, I believe. What did we write? Standard action. Yeah, it's a standard action. I thought it said no. It says it's free to use, but it's a standard action. So that's his standard action done. But because he hasn't moved, he can now make another attack, and he's going to try and hit Dane with the Q-blade again. Nothing doing. Oh wait, no, it does. If it meets it, it beats it. He does manage to land a hit on Dane. Dane's faster than he is tough. So Dane, using his skills to avoid and parry away the Q-blade additionally. On the final strike from the Quantron feints and then manages to catch Dane just across the front of his outfit, which gets a tiny scratch across it. It kind of looks like some sort of intense, like, microfiber armor, almost. And he lets out like a deep guttural growl. And that'll do it for the Quantron. Zora is still unconscious, but she is safe. Nova, it is your turn. Arrow, you are up afterward.
All right. I have a clear shot of this guy too, right?
Which one?
I'm pinging him.
The one up top? Yeah, clear.
Yep.
He's not behind cover or anything. So long as he's within your range.
Fire a 1.
What's the what are you using? Your bow?
No, the Cyber Blaster. I'm sorry.
Strike Blaster. Okay. What's the range? What's the strip? What's the? Okay, just go for it.
Yeah,
11.
The range is 40 feet, and it's well within. I'm assuming that doesn't hit.
No, it doesn't. What's the distance from you to that guy? 40 feet. Yeah, okay, yeah, you're just in range. No, your attack does not hit. So you take aim and you fire off a shot with your strike blaster, but it doesn't hit. The blaster cog is able to avoid the oncoming fire.
And fire 2.
Yeah.
Nope. Same.
That one.
That's even worse.
The 2 bolts of blue grid energy stream from your strike blaster, but the the blaster cog is able to avoid the oncoming assaults and takes one look at you, weighing its current options. Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Sweet. Arrow! You were on deck. Is Cryptic died, or?
Okay, I'm gonna hold my movement and take 3 shots at the nearest cog within range.
So it would be...
the
Okay, cool. So for you, that would be dealer's choice. The 2 blaster cogs near you are equidistant. So it's either the one on the left or the one on the right.
Focused on the one closest to the downed one, then.
Okay, cool. So, yep, I'm gonna go to weapons. And you're using your strike blaster, yeah?
Correct.
Strike blaster.
Now, does he get the upshift from Nova?
Yes, he does. He did say. You're not specialized in this, are you? You just get the one upshift, right?
Well, if he's not moving, he could be taking aim. That would be another upshift.
Ooh. That's 2 upshift, not specialized, normal roll. 15. The evasion, so since... Oh, no, wait, you're not... No, it's the other one. You know what? No, it's gonna try and dodge. The other cog, seeing that Nova was taking shots at its ally, it's going to try and advance, but Arrow manages to unleash a bolt from their strike blaster, and a yellow bolt of grid energy streaks across and strikes the cog directly in the chest. Because you met its evasion. It will now try and tank your shots going forward. You said you wanted to take all 3 shots at the one cog, yes?
Correct. I'm just gonna keep my turn simple.
Cool. Not a problem. Strike blaster. Just the 1 upshift this time. Because he's not... Or does he still get the 2 because he's not moving?
He has to move, so he'd have... You can aim up to 3 times per turn. Each one costs a free action. So if he has the free actions, he can.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how many free actions Arrow has, though.
His free actions would be equal to his speed, or half a speed.
Speed.
He has the free actions.
Oh yeah, 100%. Oh yeah, because
it's half his speed. So
yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. So another one. That one not so much. Strike blaster 1, 2. That one hits. So, in quick succession, after the first bolt hits, you fire off 2 more. It manages to tank the first one quite readily, but the second one hits in the exact... Sorry, the third shot, it hits in the exact same spot as the first one, causing the cog to stumble back a little bit, and it's now starting to look a little bit worse for wear. As it sparks and looks as if it's about to malfunction. Is that your turn, Arrow?
That would in fact be my turn.
Fantastic. Scott, you are up.
Hey, how about that?
Dwayne, you're on deck.
Let's see. So you got these 2 blaster cogs. Those are the closest things to me.
Yep.
All right, yeah, I'll just mosey. Oh, hello, can we move, please?
Yeah, that you're behind a wall.
1, 2, 3. Does that work for you?
Yeah, that works.
Fantastic.
You are
And
directly
it
in
is
front of the
bonking
blaster
time.
cog. Yep, you're directly in front of the blaster cog.
No, not that one. Maybe? 2 hands, reach 1. Okay, yeah. Okay. So I get 1 upshift for my weapon, like energy type. I get 1 upshift for 2 weapons, 1 target, and I'll go ahead and I'll go ahead and solo strike, which will bump it up to +4 upshift.
Yeah, incoming dice grenade.
Yeah, and we'll then specialized, and here we go.
Can you imagine rolling this in an IRL game? Jesus! That is double his evasion, and that is what this cog is going to be doing.
Let's go.
That's insta. That's insta.
That's 4 damage.
Yeah,
that's a caved in head is what that is.
Yeah. So in the same moment that the yellow grid bolts hit one of the other blaster cogs, the blaster cog that has just turned its head back after dodging Nova's strike blaster bolts. Scott, you come running around the corner with your screamer sticks, and you unleash a barrage of strikes against this blaster cog, and right at the end, your screamer sticks glow with green grid energy, and you just kind of like do like a Anakin Skywalker to Count Dooku minus the decapitation to it, and the cog just fizzles with green electricity, a mix of green and blue electricity, and the cog is down. He's like out.
Yeah. All right. Well, that is my turn.
Defeated and done. Is that cog?
Next.
Mark defeated. Dwayne, it's your move.
Wait, Scott's only taken 1 attack. Does he have an extra one?
Because I took solo strike, I do not get any more attacks.
Oh, right. Okay, right. Yeah, I got 30 feet, so I'm going to go up to the other one.
Yeah. I love how this all happened within like a second of each other. So like in the field, it's like Nova and Arrow shot off the shots together to distract these cogs. Scotch just absolutely taking out that cog, and now Dwayne's going up to this poor bugger. So
now with the cyber axe, does that get the upshift from Nova? Yes.
It's only the
No,
yeah,
right, okay.
Only your blaster,
one,
yeah, only your blaster and your saber get it, because that's technically your blade blaster.
Now because he's a Smilodian, does that confer any other additional thing, or is that just for the other types of cogs?
No, he is. Cogs suffer a like that. That's within 30 feet. Oh shit! I mean, doing that one. Oh well, I haven't had a chance to because you beat him. Yeah, he just suffers the downshift on all skill tests when in 30 feet of a dog or other canine species or other animal species, as we have said in this.
Yeah. So it's just a normal one for the cyber axes then.
Yeah, normal cyber axe attack. That's a 9. Nothing doing. Even though the that'll do. Even though the cog was a bit disorientated, it's enough to block your first strike with your cyber axes. But as you come down with your first cyber axe and it brings its arms up in an X crossguard, you kind of spin the other axe around in your hand and make like a horizontal chop, slashing motion across its chest. causing the cog to shake and spark before hitting the ground defeated. That is the last of that blaster cog. All blaster cogs are now defeated. Okay. Okay, you're on deck. Let us see what it is you do. Damn.
I'm gonna spend the turn trying to figure out what the fuck just happened to me.
Cool. 6 was maneuvers, right?
I essentially just low-key I low-key just did to myself, you know what the Psycho Rangers have if they have a fumble and they have psychic scars, given what just happened.
Okay, right, yeah, I got you. You're doing a...
So, if I hit a 6, that means I ain't doing shit this turn.
Yeah, what?
So, you know, I'm gonna take that as in I am now just focused in, trying to figure out what just happened to me.
Is that like one of your hang-up?
Nope, I'm just using that to decide what I'm doing.
Okay, cool. So just a character type thing.
It was just...
Okay.
After what Vengeance just did, after what Vengeance just did, it was either... It didn't feel right if I just went on and ignored it, so I left it to a dice roll.
Cool. So what does 6 mean on that table?
That's the worst. So I'm just gonna spend the entire turn trying to figure out what the hell just happened to me.
Okay.
It's time for a little introspection.
Are you gonna try and make a roll for that?
I'm going to try and make a roll for that.
Cool. What page is that table on, by the way? Just one sec. I want to read it just in case I can impose anything on you. Sorry, but...
If you want to go by actual psychic scars, I am stunned until my next turn, which means I do nothing. It is 1 to 3, no additional effects. 4, immobilized until your next turn. 5, impaired until your next turn. 6, stunned.
Until the end of next turn. Damn. Oh, I could be...
If you want me to have the full thing of psychic scars, I was just rolling to see how much of my turn I'm not going to spend, and that's my entire turn.
Right.
I can not roll and we just say I spend the turn trying to figure out what just happened.
You know what? I'm going to because that's a really
cool with that.
However, you get 2 story points because that is a really, really cool way of using something in the book. I really like that. So yeah, you all noticed that Orchid. I say you all.
No one notices. It's been 6 seconds.
Nova, Marika, you get like some sort of strange notion on your HUDs. Actually, Arrow, Nova, Marika, roll me an alertness check. Oh, you've triggered some RP here, Tom. Well done. Okay.
Mind rolling for me, Twitch.
Oh shit, yeah, sorry. I'm not used to autopiloting a character. Alertness. 7. Okay. So, Arrow, you don't notice anything. You're too fixated on the combat right now, given your history with the Machine Empire. Marika, you notice a blip on your HUD for like a second, but you're not quite sure who it was. Who's buzzing? Oh, it's Tom. I don't know what that was. Your mic was doing something funny there.
Geez.
That's alright, no, it's fine. Nova, you saw it plain as day. You saw on the HUD like something happened to Orchid for a second. It was almost like there was like almost like an instant shutdown and an instant reboot almost. Scott and Dwayne, I need you to also make me alertness checks. This is separate from the others because you can physically see Orchid.
Perception specifically, or
Perception, yeah, alertness perception. You both don't need much. Yeah, no, that's both. Dwayne, you see Orchid kind of like standing there, like a little bit jittery, almost like she was about to try and do something, but then something just stopped her. Scott, you get a blast of like a blast of grid sensitivity with that crit. And you can see it radiating from Orchid for that exact same moment that Nova saw like the instant shutdown and reboot. So something happened to Orchid there. You're not quite sure what, but you've never seen it happen before. It's almost like Orchid froze for like a couple of seconds before being like, hang on a minute, what the hell? I'm gonna mark that down as well because that is interesting. Well done. Do any of you say anything, or?
Dwayne's, yeah, actually, because Dwayne's didn't use this free action, he's just gonna give a shout out to Orchid and be like, "You good?"
No reply.
Fantastic. It is. Yeah, it is now the turn of the Syrian mercenary. He is going to try and take out I know this says cutlass, but it's a baton. He's going to try and take out the Quantron next to him. Ooh, 15. Yeah, beats its evasion. The Quantron's trying to evade, but using the strange-looking, like, electro baton in his hand, he makes an attack on the Quantron and manages to, like, chip some of the armor on the Quantron as he takes 1 blunt damage. Need to go through and change that on his sheet at some point, but I can do that in my own time. And because he didn't move, he's going to try and he's just going to try and do it again. 16 crit, yeah. Again, Quantron's going to be trying to evade him. Wouldn't normally be because it's a crit. Gonna do that. Yeah, so the Syrian, the Merc, he taking the baton after the first shot, the Quantron is now off his feet. He then manages to do 3 successful, he takes 1 more strike, and manages to get through the Quantron's defense and lands a critical injury to the side of the Quantron, taking him down to the floor before bringing the baton down hard like a hammer, and then the Quantron just fizzles and is out. The Quantron is defeated. All Quantrons have now been defeated on the map. As the mercenary lets out a snarl and just goes... It's scrap. Means he's out of the turn order. It is now the turn of Dane the Mercenary, who, noticing that his ally has just taken out the Quantron in front of him. Please tell me that's 10 foot. It is. Dane is going to... You can take a look at his things, 1 sec. How range minimum 15? Yeah, okay, cool. One of the plasma battens in his hand lets out like an energy rope as his baton, one of his screamers, well, his screamer battens, goes into whip form, and he's going to take a crack at the silver cog in front of him. It's a total range of 15. I need to double check just in case it has an effect if it hits. Each times 3. Yeah, okay, yeah. If this hits, the cog will be grappled. So, energy whip. Here we go. Oh, yeah. The whip streaks forward and wraps around the cog, giving him basically damaging him with like this plasma energy as Dane kind of like pulls back, and the target is now restrained, stunned, prone, defeat death, and immobile, grappled. There we go. And he takes 1 damage, does the cog. Dane then lifts his fist up, because he hasn't moved, remember. And he's going to take a shot at him with his gauntlet blaster. I believe he rolls at a snag, because it's point blank, right?
Yeah.
Unless the gauntlet blaster has a worse range, minimum range 20.
What's the minimum range? Oh yeah, if
20.
it's within 20 range, yeah, it's gonna be with snag.
Yeah, I was just double checking just in case it was like a 15 range.
Oh,
Or
no,
not 20.
it's if you are within range, I believe it's a downshift, not a snag.
Okay,
I will double check that right now.
okay, cool.
Yeah, it's a downshift. It's not a snag. If
Okay,
they
cool.
are within close combat.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Gauntlet blaster, downshift. Doesn't matter. It's gonna hit. Meets it like that. He takes a shot with the gauntlet blaster as he's restrained with grapple, and the silver cog is now looking way worse for wear. That silver cog is defeated. It's now the turn of a Kelvis base soldier. Specifically, the one nearest you, Arrow, between you, Arrow, and Nova. Seeing the current situation on the battlefield, he's going to make his way back to help the injured. Saying loudly is that it's like, I'm gonna help your friend. Good luck. And he just 1, 5, 10, 15. And he's going to try and wake up Zora. So let's see if we can get that, shall we? He's going to just roll. He doesn't have med. Looking NPC sheets.
Normally it's a science roll.
Yeah.
Medicine is a specialization of science.
Yeah. So he's gonna roll a science. Christ, what is the difficulty here? Down defeated. He's not a medic, but he is a soldier, so he's gonna have some form of that. However, they don't have med kits on them. They were ambushed. Yeah, I'm gonna say this is a 10. Oh wow, okay, yeah. Well done. rolled at snag, didn't get it. Yeah, he's trying to get Zora up, but it's nothing doing. Like you see him pull out like smelling salt that he had on his, like in one of his pouches, but it's just not happening right now. And that's his turn, unfortunately, because there's not much else he can do. It is now the turn of the Kelvis soldier that has Zora in his arms. He's been stopped because that's happening. So he's also got seeing what his ally's doing. He's also going to attempt to try and get Zora back on her feet. Nope, nothing doing. Since he didn't move though, we'll give it one more roll. Nope, 3 and 3. And they just kind of like looking up. They kind of look at each other as if to say like, now we can't do nothing here. So they both make the mutual agreement to grab, and they will probably try and run next time. Silvercog needs to make a might strength check to break this grapple. He's got a... Sure. Good fucking luck. Wait, no. It's finesse. He's got to beat Dane's yeah, he's got to beat Dane's finesse, because that's what Dane is. He's all about speed and killing. So he's got to beat it. So it's going to be his... It's going to be the Cog's might versus Dane's finesse. And they are specialized in might. So the Cog rolls a 14. Dane will roll a 22. Yeah, nope, nothing doing. The Cog is effectively just stuck there. As we come back to the top of the turn order. And it is the turn of one of the other Kelvis-based soldiers. He takes just a far run to the other side to help the medics. So 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And he's going to do it again. 5, 10, 15... 20. Yeah, so he's gonna try and get them now. One medic managed to get rid of one soldier, so another soldier has been evacuated. You have one soldier left. That's his turn. It is now the turn of the mercenary. And he's going to take a strike.
He's unconscious.
It's the unconscious one. Yeah, never mind. I thought it was the other dude. Can't mark him as defeated because he's not defeated. He's just unconscious. So Marika, it's your move. My bad.
All right. Marika's gonna turn, look at Nova and Arrow, and just say, "Help up Zora. Help them with the injured soldiers. We pretty much got this wrapped up here." And she's going to spend a personal power as her fists ball up, and I'm going to activate Blazing Strikes.
Yep.
Real quick, can I take a free action to be like, "You got it, Captain"?
Yeah, you can rip it. I don't mind you doing a little bit of RP in between. I'm always for that. You know me.
Alright, and she's just gonna look at this last cog that's remaining and just go, and basically just go full speed and just hit like a big ol' haymaker punch straight to him.
Here, give me an upshift because he's grappled. No, in fact, give me edge because he's grappled and the merc was fighting him as well.
13.
Does not beat his evasion or his toughness, I'm afraid.
She's got one more crack at it.
Yeah, sure. Doesn't meet it
Another
again.
13, Jesus.
No, unfortunately, your strikes hit home, but nothing really happens. This cog is holding on for its last mechanical bits of life.
Alright, well, I've got enough movement still, so I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna get right in front of him and
Technically,
flank.
you'd be behind him.
I would be.
Yeah, because he's facing. He's been fighting Dane and the other mercenary.
Okay. So where would I need to be for the flank then?
I mean, technically, he's grappled. Where you were was the flank. Would be kind of his flank, and where you are now is considered a flank.
That's all I care about is where do I give him the flank?
Yeah.
So I'll call turn there.
Considering its situation. It was now the turn of the Delta Space Soldier that was down here. He's also going to now try go full retreat. Right, 10, 15, 20, 30. 5, 10, 15, 25. He makes it off, and he is now just off the map. In the safety of the ship. Of your dropship, of the Phantom dropship. That brings us to Zora's turn, who can do nothing because he is out cold. Nova, you're up.
All right. So, doing what he was told, he is gonna just come over here and be like, "Are you okay?"
One of the soldiers says just like that. We're not medics. We can't rouse your friend. He took a pretty bad hit. I think she was lucky that she was more.
Just stay behind me. I'll watch out for you guys.
I think I've got some points in medicine. I could probably take a look at her when my turn rolls around.
Yeah.
Actually, like in character, he would be like, "Arrow, I'm gonna need your help here."
Is that your entire turn, Nova?
I mean, Noah was told like they got it, so like not to worry about anything. So he's gonna listen to him.
I mean, you're welcome to make you're welcome to make the free medicine check to try and bring her up.
And I think I've got like something on one of my background perks for medicine, like first responder or something.
Yeah.
What would a medicine check be? Because I don't have that on.
Science. Straight science.
All right. Let's get a mega medicine.
Yeah.
That's a 15.
Yeah. So you lean down, and all of a sudden your hands start to glow a little bit blue. And your blue grid energy kind of reacts with the energy of the gold Zeo. Or the gold ranger, sorry, not gold Zeo. Technically, but you know what I mean. And Zora she kind of like opens her eyes. Her vision's really blurry, but she looks up, she sees you looking over her. As she sits up, she's What happened?
Wait a minute. I'm gonna look at something real quick.
It's only for morph people if you're doing like
I was gonna say like helping hands. That's what I was gonna try to do, but
yeah. She looks. It's like,
all right.
What happened? Where's Psycho
You got
Greed?
hit. Nope. Don't worry, he left. We got him. We scared him away.
The battle is still going?
About to finish.
She tries to get up from her prone position, but is unable to. Yeah, she's like,
Stay down. Just relax.
you're so weak.
Fortunately, I've been there too, so just wait.
Cool.
Arrow, I need your help.
Is that your turn, Nova?
That's the turn.
Ooh, Arrow. I'm assuming you were going to try and help Zora?
But at this point, I'll just I'll go and give him support.
So you're going to help Zora, yeah?
Correct. Following orders.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You move around to Zora. And like you said, with your background, community helper, teacher, gain edge on non-combat medicine rolls. Yeah, your community helper is non-combat medicine rolls. I mean, technically you're not in combat, but you're in combat initiative. How do I rule this?
He could leave the combat order to do it and then not be in combat to have the role. But if he's in the combat order, he's still counted as part of being in combat.
Yeah. So you don't
I
gain
would say
edge.
Arrow could unmorph, and if he has a med kit, then apply that to Zora.
Yeah, but it's... I mean, that is up to Arrow. But at the same time, it could just be a standard medicine check now that... Because I do believe... oh, no, you don't have science medicine. Not on your sheet, anyway. Yeah. So you can either just try a standard medicine check or something else. It's completely up to you, Arrow.
Just roll standard medicine.
Sick. That is just science.
Yep.
It's a 6. I'm gonna say because Zora isn't refusing the help, you beat the 5 difficulty. What is it, a D6? 1 D.
For what, healing?
Yeah.
We house ruled it as a 1d4.
1d4.
Usually it would have just been 1.
1, yeah. Oh yeah, I remember. That was a bit naff. 1d4. Zora gets 4 hit points back. Arrow, you have helped in med bays before. You were a teacher, so you helped with first aid before. You've done all this stuff, and your grid power, and like without you even noticing, like the yellow grid energy around you just kind of starts to flow around you. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, much like what happened with Nova when bringing Zora around, Zora, she gets back to her feet and she looks 100 times better. It's almost like you heal, like she feels, like she still looks a bit ragged, but for all intents and purposes, she's at full health, but she's energy-wise, she's still a bit hunkered down, but she's on her feet now. She's able to walk under her own power. Is that your turn, Errol?
Yeah, that'll be my turn.
Ooh, you guys get another story point for teamwork. Scott, you're up.
Okay.
Dwayne, you're on deck.
Huh.
So I'll give you a little scope out. All minor enemies aside from the one cog is down. You know Dane has betrayed you. He's got one unconscious mercenary. You don't know how many others are on this ship.
And Dane is the
Red Dog.
Red Dog. Okay.
Yeah, the
Hot dog.
hot dog.
Hang on a second.
You know, and you also know your mission currently from Daxian is to evacuate the injured, get them on your ship, and then get out. You also still don't know why Orchid is frozen.
Hang on a second. My screen isn't doing things correctly. There we go. That's what I want to see. Because I want to pull up my character sheet. And I keep forgetting what's... Okay, 30 is my movement. So 1, 2. Okay. Would I be allowed to move through the space that Dwayne is currently occupying?
So long as he agrees to it, yes.
Yep.
Okay, then I'm gonna
I could even suggest that
yeah.
you could do the cliche, cheesy Power Rangers, you run and jump off his shoulder type thing.
Yeah, let's go with that
as well.
Yeah,
Yep.
because
In
so
fact,
that'll
CC even looks cool every single time.
right. So, well, however we do it, my movement should end in the square above, like up and to the left of Dane.
That one? Or that one?
That one.
Okay, yeah, cool.
So 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, so
So
you
yeah,
didn't
so
really,
like, I'll just kinda,
you
like,
weren't
leap.
jumping, yeah. But like, you kind of like signaled to Wayne, kind of just like, just like, give me a boost type deal. And
Right.
for whatever reason, Dwayne, you have the innate urge to, as Scott starts running at you, you kind of like turn, cross your arms and your axes across yourself, and then hold your arms out like T-posing style. You don't know why you did it, but something in the back of your head was just like, do it. It looks cool.
To be fair, he kind of did this with me, like when we had our first fight.
Yeah, and the same thing happened to Scott.
No, because I did it with him. He gave me the boost, and this
Yeah.
time it's reversed.
Yeah, and the same voice was in the back of Scott's head doing, do it. It looks cool.
Yep, pretty much.
So you landed next to Dane. So Dane sees you, but he's still got his grip on the silver cog.
Cool. Well, you know what I did that cog last turn?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Sweet.
That.
You want to... Yeah, if you do that. 17. Right. That does not hit.
Really?
Yep. So
Damn,
he
that
sees
sucks.
he sees you coming, and then all of a sudden, while still maintaining his grip on like his plasma whip, he starts kind of like weaving in and out of your attacks and the whip itself, like with practiced ease. And like he kind of gives you like this grin of just like, you gotta try better than that.
All right. Well, I'll crack my I'll crack my neck, and then I'll do like the Henry Cavill cock his arms thing.
Yeah, sure.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. And that's it. Since I solo struck, I can't do anything else.
Dane's just like, you gotta try better than that, boy.
Challenge accepted.
Dwayne, you're up. Orchid, you're on deck.
Alright, I'm gonna do a thing. So here's the question. How sturdy is this ship?
His ship?
Yep.
I've not started it. It's on the same level as your drop ship almost. If maybe a little bit bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Right, so I have an
check.
idea.
What do? What's your idea? Explain it to me, and then I can try and...
When I hijacked the what was it,
The Quadrifighter?
Quadrifighters, yes, on Smilodia, same
Yeah.
thing.
Okay.
Super leap onto the cockpit area and just smash his way in.
Right,
and wreck
okay.
shit in that cockpit area.
Okay, yeah. You can try and break into the cockpit, yeah.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Sure, go ahead, try that. It's...
Super leap.
Sweet. Give me a might roll, please. This is gonna be quite difficult.
Wouldn't it be with the cyber axes?
I mean, you can do it with the cyber axes if you want. It's just as it's still might, I believe. Not a chance. Not a chance. Nope.
Okay, you know what? I will spend a story point and I will re-roll that.
Sure, go ahead. Phantom, sweet. Or Phantom
Yeah,
in the
with
grid,
the
or whatever that's
upshift.
called.
With the 2 upshift.
Nope.
No, but does it at least look like I've damaged it a bit?
I mean, you've done a couple of scratches, and from inside the cockpit, you see one of the other mercenaries just grinning up at you.
Yeah,
as
that's okay.
This
That's
ship's
my
made out
turn.
of this ship's made out of sturdier stuff than the Machine Empire's quadrifighters.
Yep,
cool.
no, fair enough. That's turn.
Fair enough. Okay.
I snap back to it, and I guess this time I'm doing the roll to see if I can figure out what the heck just happened.
Yeah, sure.
Because there's no immediate threat around me. Nothing can draw my attention away. We'll feel it out with the logics.
You kind of do a quick scan, and you get the sense that something has been copied from you, but you still can't pin it down. So they haven't taken something out of you, more they've made a copy of something.
Hmm. Understood.
Yeah.
Then I guess I will spend the
pretty
rest
high
of my
roll.
turn. Yeah. I'll spend the rest of my turn, regaining my senses and moving up so I can actually see what's going on.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Sweet. The rest of you on your HUD layouts, you see that Orchid is now back to her senses. If a little bit groggy for an android. It is now the turn of the Syrian merc. And he is going to... Seeing what's going on, he's going to take his baton one more time and strike out at the silver cog. Well, I didn't roll with edge. Bugger. I'll just do another roll. And if it's higher, I'll take the higher one. Nope. Well, 12 crit, but it doesn't hit. And since he didn't move, he's going to try and... So his first attack goes down as that tries to hit, but again, the cog is just trying to save, like, he's holding on right now, and is also getting flung around, so he's kind of hard to hit because of what Scott and Dane are currently doing. And then he kind of looks between you, Dwayne, and the cog. I'm gonna flip a coin because no, well, against his better judgment, he's gonna attack the cog again. And that beats his evasion. Taking his baton for the second time, he swings it, and this time he brings it completely down on the cog, and the cog drops to the floor, defeated. As he hits the floor, he's no longer grappled. I am going to rule that Dane was distracted, so he's going to have to make an athletics check. Stay on his feet. Yep, that's fine. He stumbles a little bit, but manages to gain his thing as his whip. The energy rope from the whip goes back to his batons. And now he's looking at you, Scott, with his batons in a screamer stick mode. You kind of just like facing each other.
Okay.
And it is now Dane's turn. Dane takes a look at what is going on currently. He notes that all the machine guys are down. And now he's going to... Okay, cool. Yeah, he's just gonna look at you, Scott. Be like, well, if we're gonna dance, let's make it good. And he's going to
That'll
try
be a nice change of pace.
And he's going to start trying to attack you with his screamer stick. With a screamer baton, as they are called.
What is with this stupid... There it goes.
What are you having trouble with?
So I usually put the game board in full screen mode,
Yeah.
without the taskbar and stuff, because
Yeah.
the taskbar for the right column tends to disappear.
Yeah.
But today, for some reason, when I have it in F11, it cuts off the top anyway.
Yeah, it's
so I have
just
to go back
weird.
and forth to get it to show up
Yeah.
again. Okay, now I know what my defense numbers are. Go ahead.
That's 21.
Nope.
Cool. So
I tanks it.
yeah. So he comes at you, and then like his screamer buttons like land on your mantle like that, and he kind of just like, he doesn't look shocked at this. He just kind of goes, well, Green Rangers are particularly tough. As you then lift your screamer, like you like flick his arms away like that, and you're both kind of locked in like a battle now, in a screamer battle. He's gonna try and get you again. Yeah, nothing doing.
Nope.
Cool. Let's see. Yeah. Cool. During this this exchange, he's going to this fight. He kind of smashes the top of his screamer sticks together. He's going to make a targeting check against you. Does it say what he needs to beat? Because he's going to do this.
Energy has a single target within 20 feet. Times target skill doesn't target unassessed. Target is blinded.
Yeah, so I'm guessing it's got to be against like your toughness, right? Was that evasion, or would it be evasion? It doesn't really say.
I mean, from what I recall, like when something like targeting like attacks evasion by default.
Yeah, but I don't like being pigeonholed into it.
When it was the unless it specifically says you can choose.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So choose.
Okay. Well, I mean, my toughness is definitely the higher of the two. So.
Cool. Yeah. We'll go with that. Roll it. 17 crit.
That will not cut it.
Nope. So he does that. He goes for a to try and blind you.
My retinas eat that shit for breakfast.
But you say that to him, but what actually happens is that Dane notices that all of a sudden, like, your visor kind of glowed a little bit. And went on,
Okay.
and he kind of like snarls and goes, "Ugh." But that's something he has learned later. That's his turn. It is now the turn of the Kelvis base soldiers. Seeing Zora up and up on her feet, the two of them nod and they manage to start running. So 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. He's not off the map yet. This guy, 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. He makes it to the edge of the map. And yep, he makes it out. It is now the turn of the other Kelvis base soldier. No, wait, we go back to the top of the turn order, which is, yeah, the other Kelvis base soldier. So round 5. This is the last round. This was your target round. Yeah, cool. All the injured soldiers have been evacuated. So as the final base soldier is injured soldier is put onto the dropship in the background. Dane, once again, looks around the battlefield, sees what's happening, and then yells out to the ship. He just yells, "Blast them!" Of which the ship that you were on, Dwayne, begins to rumble, and blasters pop up from the top, and the ones underneath take aim, and all of a sudden it starts to rise off the floor. I'm gonna need you to decide whether you want to jump off the ship or make an athletics check to stay on it.
Can I tank this?
It is completely up to you. This is a ship. This is a starship.
So this is going to hit a lot more, isn't it?
Yes. A starship on par with your dropship.
Speaking of, where is he?
That he's off map, where they've been evacuating the injured soldiers.
Okay, right. Suppose athletics to stay on for the moment.
Ooh. If you do, you will be open to being shot, so we will see what happens. But if you truly wish to use your athletics, please make me an athletics roll. Yeah, you managed to stay on.
How does an
completely.
18?
Yep, you managed to stay on completely. Now, because I haven't statted this, I'm just going to have to do a flat D20.
Wait, you said it's basically like the dropship, right? Into the
Yeah.
weapons? Let me check something. Tactical defense guns, D4, range 35 feet to 70 feet, 1 blunt damage.
One D4. Tactical defense guns, yeah.
And then again, it's extended.
It's going to be a little bit stronger than yours, considering it's an alien tech. I just gotta find this out. So I'm gonna say it's gonna roll with 1d20 plus 1d6. Yep.
Okay.
And it's going to be the top ones are gonna fire. One of the top is gonna fire at you, and then the rest is going to try and attack in a cone.
Yeah. You know what? I will actually spend a story point to tank it to give myself the +5 defense.
Cool.
Atta boy.
I'm not letting these guns fire on anyone. Or at least I'm going to stop one of the guns from firing on anyone.
Okay, so it's about there. Cool. Yeah, it's just gonna roll.
No dice.
Okay, cool. So you don't get hit, Dwayne. In fact, you manage the top gun kind of misfires. However, with the cone of fire missing the intended targets, it does kick up a lot of the snow and dust on the ground, creating a smoke screen around you all. It's at that point you all hear the command from Dane. Dane shouts out, "Grab him, we're leaving!" As Dane and the other mercenary grabs his friend, and they start using the cover of the smoke. They start running toward the ship. Dwayne, you feel something pick the back of you, as you are. Well, I say that it's, you feel something kick into your chest actually, as Dane has jumped up to the ship himself and just kind of like donkey kicked you, back kicked you in the chest as you fall off the ship. And end the combat.
That was very unneighborly of him.
Yes. So, Dwayne, you fall off the ship and you hit the floor.
Mm-hmm.
As the other mercenaries like clamber, as the ship starts to turn and fly away. Once this the smoke and the snow clears, you all look up to Dane, kind of smiling down. It was a pleasure, Rangers. I'll see you again, I'm sure. Oh, and by the way, give my regards to everyone at Kelvis Base. And the ship begins to disappear as you have completed this combat. That's the wrong one.
Yay!
I guess I'll just do. I don't have them. No, found it. Just to give you guys a sense of what's going on. You've completed the objective. You managed to get all of the injured soldiers out. No one broke the line. Dane and his cronies have left. I don't know why Nova's still stuck on that.
Yeah, I was like, why am I still here?
That tile. We just. Nova, why won't you move?
I don't know. Let me move. The morphing grid is keeping me here for some reason.
Why don't you allow to move? Activate. Oh, there we go.
It was literally like, okay, let me actually just see if I can just click it and be over there.
Yeah. Cool. So you've managed to successfully extract all of the injured soldiers, all the medics and stuff like that, and you managed to take down all of the small grunts, causing Dane to rethink his battle strategy and retreat. So congratulations, you completed that perfectly. So you are now left
Huzzah.
with a bunch of injured soldiers on your dropship, with the medics and the other soldiers that were alive. The one land vehicle is still operational, and two of the soldiers are going say that they are going to take it back to Kelvis Base. Your options now, as one of the medics comes up to you and says, "Thank you, Rangers. If you hadn't come when you did, we probably would have. Well, I hate to think what would have happened."
Yeah, it's best not to.
I don't even know how they knew where the caravans were. We have to rendezvous back at Kelvis Base or one of the nearest medical outposts.
Well, you can thank Dane for telling the Alliance about where every convoy was.
I only know that Syrian by reputation. I had heard that he was here on the planet and been hired by someone, but man, we're fools to trust mercenaries. We have to get these men to the med base quickly. Can you take us to Kelvis Base?
Yeah. Sigil, you ready to go?
as the ramp to the dropship closes, and you are all on board. You're all still morphed.
Well, aside from Zora.
Aside from Zora, yeah, who's standing there just a little bit. A little bit like trying to catch your breath. Sigil communicates to you. I do not suggest going back to Kelvis base, Phantom Ranger.
Bad news?
I will patch you into the security systems now.
That's not good.
And on the screen in front of you, you see Kelvis base with its shields up. But it is currently being bombarded by quadrifighters and others such, and there's a ground force trying to advance up. But it is in a pretty defensible area.
All right, options.
At this point,
yeah, you like Dwayne looked to the others and be like, options. I don't know if that came through or not.
I heard it. What do you guys think you should do?
We need to let them know they cannot trust Bane.
I didn't quite make that out, Tom. What did you say?
Basically, we need to let them know they can't trust Dane. We know he's the betrayer, but that information hasn't really trickled out yet.
Yeah.
In fact, do I still have my connection with Daxian?
Yes, you do.
Then I straight up just let Daxian know that Dane is the one that sold information about us being here, but Calbus in general. If he or any of his mercs appear, don't open the doors to them.
Yeah. You get a signal back as Daxian reestablishes his side of the communications link. I received the SOS call from Kelvis Space myself. They're holding steady for now, Rangers. They've managed to get many of the medically evacuated off planet side. However, I suggest you return here. There is a medical bay in this hidden base. I believe it should house everything you need. I'm rerouting the coordinates now to every other medical caravan if they have not made it back to Kelvis Base yet.
Daxian.
You don't hear a reply.
Do you know where, if there was a particular convoy where Nova's uncle is?
I've yet to establish contact with Kelvis Base entirely. It's broken communications at the moment. I can do more once you're all back here. One of the soldiers for the medical caravans must be a high-ranking officer. He'll have the codes necessary to get through.
Plus, there's a vehicle that's going to be heading towards Kelvis Base, isn't there?
If it's still within range, you can reroute them here.
Oh no, that was kind of an out of character question. I was kind of thinking out loud. Would like one of us want to go with that land transport then?
It is completely up to you guys.
Because from what Daxian was saying, I'm assuming that he's basically saying that Nova's uncle is at Kelvis Base.
Yeah.
Nothing confirmed. Again, nothing confirmed. He's not been able to get in contact with Kelvis Base proper because it is broken contact. All power at Kelvis Base, you would assume, is being diverted to defending it currently.
Right.
Let's go regroup the taxi.
Is the land-based vehicle still here? It hasn't left yet, right?
It hasn't gotten far.
I pretty much jump out of the back of the dropship and head towards it, trying to reach it.
Yeah, I mean, you can do one better. The dropship kind of just follows it, and you kind of drop down in front of it.
Halt, we are redirecting.
One of the soldiers pops his head like out the side, like what was doing. It's like, what? It's like, what do you mean?
Right now, Kelvis is not secure for you to go there, but we have a place where we can regroup.
I jump onto the ship, feed them new coordinates, and it's, you know, I'm going on the ground ship with them.
I will escort you there.
These coordinates are the old civilian city. There's nothing there but ruined.
And right now, it is a safe zone that is not going into another combat directly while we still are ill-prepared and have casualties.
The guy driving it says that, hey, they got us out of a jam. I'll trust them over anything. If Kelvis Base is under attack, then we can't go there.
As much as I would want to, like, I have to agree.
I know you've got your. We don't know where your uncle is. Honestly, I would have preferred if you had gone, but that might be best.
I am smart enough to know we do not want to split right now. We have a mission to go through, and he would. And honestly, if he saw me going without you guys, he'd probably reprimand me for it.
So, anyone else got anything to say before we switch scenes?
Yeah.
Oh. Orchid, it's going to be a bit longer for you to get to the base than it is the dropship. But for everyone in the dropship, you get back to that place pretty post-haste. And you manage to land without any trouble, and to meet you near the entrance to the underground base itself. You see the 3 trays, and they're already outside, and they begin to help bring everyone in as much as they can. One of them comes up and just says that Professor Daxian has filled us in. We've prepared as much as the medical base as we can. This way. And the 3 of them begin to lead the Kelvis medics and the soldiers, and they all look weird. Around just have to say, like, what the heck? Why is there a Triforia? Why is Trey of Triforia here? And they come down.
A long story.
Yeah, and they come down, and then they are shocked at this, from where they are led to in this secret underground tunnel like that, and it's just like with no time to really process what's going on. You come in and you see Professor Daxian still at work in the main like communications area, alongside Pungus, and some of the soldiers kind of freak out when they see him. You know, it's the usual. But Daxian turns around and goes like, and kind of turns around and like fast, like while still working, it's just like, no time to explain. He's a good putty patroller. The medical bay is down there. It's been prepped already. Prepped as much as we can for you. Are any of you a high-ranking officer? And kind of the soldiers are just kind of like spun for a loop. And they go kind of shake their heads, and he goes, do any of you know the access codes to Kelvis base? I know it's low on power, but if I can strengthen the signal, maybe we can get a message through. We could bounce it off our ship that is there. One of the other soldiers kind of goes up and goes, I was in communications before I was moved to the front. Give me as much help as I can. It's like, good. But then one of you other soldiers start getting on the comms devices and rerouting any of the other medical caravans here. We're about to have a lot more company. However, I believe the assault on Kelvis base is what is taking the most of there. But we can't be sure. We'll have to start preparing defenses here. One of the soldiers kind of just goes, where is here? What is this place?
Classified.
And he kind of looks at you and just goes, well, not anymore if we're here.
More here out of necessity, but yeah, this place is technically classified.
We weren't supposed to take it or take you here, but we have really no other option.
If anyone wants, I'm gonna head back down to where we were previously before we had everything going on outside. And Dwayne is gonna go back down to where they kind of, I think it was on an elevator.
Yeah, before you go, you are all still morphed, by the way.
Probably best to demorph here. I mean, we're in
remember,
relatively
we
safe
found
spaces.
No, we found that thing because we were morphed. We had that ping, remember? If we need to find that ping again, probably be best if we're morphed.
I mean, you already found it. You know that there was a secret elevator shaft that goes down, so you already know about it now. Like it's easy to access.
So if there's anything else, you know, that we may come across, at the very least, Dwayne's going to keep himself morphed.
Good. Dwayne, before you go exploring anymore, we need to make sure that the defenses here are shored up before anything else. Our mission has, well, for all intents and purposes, we have failed the mission. Sort of. Still cannot get in contact with Commander Kruger. Seems there is a planetary disturbance.
If Dane's anything to go by, maybe.
Something's disturbing, all right.
Yeah, but I think I've still got that hunch. That's why I'm heading down.
Yeah, we need to do something about your posture.
Like,
I'm sorry, it was right there.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to say
No,
that.
that's
You said that in
fine.
character. No,
Just, yeah.
Scott
but-
Melodian, I always stand this way.
Scott, I needed that. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
The soldiers kind of, the non-ninja soldiers kind of look at you just kind of like, these aren't like any of the other rangers I've seen videos of.
Take that as a good thing.
Is that for Scott or is that for me?
No, that's just the range. That's just like the soldiers making conversation with each other.
We might. Nova just. You know what? Might as well. Power down.
Rika will also power down. We don't need all the smorfs, so she's willing to drop it.
The two of you power down, and the soldiers get a good look at you for the first time.
Oh, do I not have my demorph thing anymore? What the heck?
Well, we're not a.
I guess it's moot because we're not, our icons aren't on the thing. So yeah, I would also demorph.
Yeah.
Game board mechanics be damned.
Yeah, I do have the macros saved, so don't worry about it.
Okay.
So you don't need to worry about those. I do have them. This is the thing. I've been like, Foundry's been a bit weird lately. I keep losing my macros on my bottom bar as well. Just make sure you're on the right hotbar. Like, click the arrows next to it. Like, you might be on hotbar 2 or 3.
No, I'm on one because I've got the both of the morph ones. I just don't have the demorph one.
Oh no,
it's the same one now.
It's the same one. Yeah.
Oh, you just click it again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, never mind.
It was 2 separate ones, but then when they updated it, the guy sent me the updated macro. But yeah, they get a good look at you like that, and then they kind of like 2 of them kind of flinch when you demorph, Scott, but then they kind of go, no, wait, you're not.
No, he's not Trek.
Sorry, we didn't mean anything
Do they
by it.
No, it's okay. You're not the first. You won't be the last, I'm sure.
Do they react when they see me?
No.
Fair enough. Because I was like, I wonder if he looks like somewhat like his uncle, or it's be like, wait a minute.
Nah, I mean, there's a family resemblance, but these guys are frontline foot soldiers. They don't really take in the ins and outs of everyone's faces, unless they're being directly shot at. But yeah, Daxian then turns around and says, "I suggest you all go down and find yourself something to eat." And as soon as he says that, like, they go like, "There's food here?"
Yeah, there's food here. Apparently, there's a whole lot of food.
And they just run. And then you get a message up from medical. I say a message, like the screen. One of the screens. One of the soldiers goes, I managed to get a feed done into medical. It looks like everyone's starting well. This place is seriously well equipped. So I ask, Dwayne has already made it abundantly clear that he wants to go and check out the rest. What's everyone else going to do?
Have I returned yet? Or am I still just chugging on my way back?
You are chugging along still. In fact,
Sweet.
give me... what have I used for travel? For land travel. Give me a navigation roll, which is under, I believe...
Which is under what?
1 sec, I'm reading it.
Best I can give you is alertness.
Actually, it's a new special technology. So give me a technology roll.
Technology roll?
Yeah. Why are you not repeating? Easy peasy. Yeah, no, you, as those guys run off, you set off like the proximity alarm, and then the feed comes through, and you already lead some of the other, like the 2 other soldiers down, and you are all now kind of reconvened in this area. The soldiers have moved off. There are only 2 soldiers that have stayed. One is helping Daxia, and the other is monitoring the security, like the perimeter cameras, as best he can.
Nova will look at our Orchid. Are you alright?
I'm unsure.
What was that?
Vengeance. He tried to do something. I managed to stop him for the most part, but he still managed to get away with something. I need to figure out what it is.
They're running systems diagnostics on yourself.
I have kindly, and I will continue to do so.
It's that as you say this, Daxian turns around instantly and he goes. He says, "What? How? What did he do?" And he runs over to you, Orchid, and like he can say, "Orchid, power down, quick."
A power down.
The two soldiers take a look and they go like, they're just like they kind of look and goes. One of them goes, "Well, that explains the voice." And Daxian's like, "What did he do? Tell me describe what he did."
He tried to grapple me with his mechanical claw. I managed to escape the grapple, but upon still getting scratched by it, I felt an influx of malicious code. I've been running scans since, and nothing is missing, but it felt like she found something and maybe copied it. Something doesn't feel right.
Might be a worm.
Something worse. Rangers, our mission has got twice as complicated. I know we are meant to try and locate and explore the rest of this base. But for now, I think we need to find out what Vengeance did to Orchid. Nova, can I leave you here to command the communications array?
Yes, sir.
Dwayne, I'll need your help.
All right.
Okay, come. We must go to one of the. We have to go find one of the medical rooms. So something where we can. Something in this place must be. And he kind of leads you there. Errol, Scott, Marika, what are you going to do?
I don't know. Times like this, I feel completely helpless. Just kind of gestures towards Orchid.
I mean, you can all follow if you wish. It's not a problem. The only one that has been asked to stay is Nova.
Rika will head down with Dwayne to investigate that area.
Yeah, you know what? I'll go with Dwayne too.
Like Dwayne is being pulled along with Daxian for the moment.
Oh well, whatever.
You
I
wish
guess I'll just
to
follow the
go
group.
It's on the
explore.
way. It's on the way.
All right, fair enough.
If you wish to go explore, I will go with Daxian, and then we do not all have to wait here while we try to figure out what has happened.
Daxian
Well, the
kind of looks
medbay
at
room is on the way to, is on
That's
the way.
in-
So
yeah.
you guys can head off, and I'll stay here.
For the first time, you can actually get the feeling that Orchid is trying to get you all to go away.
Wait, yeah. Daxian looks at Orchid.
If you pick up on that or not, that's completely fine. But
Yeah. Daxian kind of looks back. Good. And then kind of lets out a sigh. He's been going non-stop since. He goes, "No, Orchid is right. We still have a mission to do. the rest of you head down to that area. I will deal with Orchid. But make it discreet.
All right.
Don't show the other soldiers. These are going to be the last two scenes. So, dealer's choice. Which scene wants to go first? Orchid and Daxian, or the five of you going down to investigate?
I kind of think we should do. I think I want Orchid and Daxian first.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Sure. Orchid, Daxian leads you into a clear room, which kind of looks like just like a regular med bay. He's like, this will do. Orchid, quick, in you come.
Follow suit.
And the little drone is with us as well. Glyph, are you still here? The little drone kind of whirs for a moment, and then... Just barely, Professor Daxian. I'm still cut off from my main grid. My main mainframe on the Gamma. I believe the shield is disrupting, but it's holding steady. Good. Link up with Orchid, and we'll begin a diagnostics. Orchid, you said you tried pinpointing what happened. Try again, and I will run a program parallel along with it.
Understood.
Do you want to add a roll?
Yes, you do a roll, and then Daxian's gonna do a roll.
The drone is still attached to you. So you're gonna get option. Well, you're gonna get lend assistance, which gives you edge.
Sweet. All right. Sweet. So, Orchid, you run the diagnostic again, and it starts going wrong. But with the help of Professor Daxian, Professor Daxian starts scanning for anything that was grid-based, and he starts running off, monologuing off. General Venjik is known for his obsession with the morphing grid. No one really knows why. It's almost as if he became somewhat independent of the Machine Empire's main prerogative. While he still serves Gasket loyally, he has a particular interest in Rangers. We've seen it on the battlefield multiple times. If he tried
From our
to...
previous encounters, he had taken a vested interest in ye to the point where part of the information he gleaned from Dane and the mercenaries was my location alongside the key.
I'm not surprised. You are one of the most unique things connected to the grid, Orchid. So his interest in you would have been unmatched for whatever reasons. For him to see a machine, no offense, in his eyes, able to link the very thing he is obsessed with, would undoubtedly pique his interest that of obsession. This goes on for a couple of minutes as it goes on, and all of a sudden, the coding stopped. And Professor Daxian, looking at the screen, looks a bit horrified. Oh, by the power, no.
Have you managed to locate what he has copied?
Venjix has managed to copy your morphing code. very thing that I couldn't figure out, the very thing that the grid gave you. He's managed to get away, to clone the sequence. But that doesn't make any sense. Why would he need a morphing code? Why would anyone...
Could he use a morphing code that is unique to me?
I'm not sure. Anyone could alter a morphing code. Yours is not too dissimilar to the one that finally worked to initiate the original 3 cybermorphers. Did he say anything before he fled the battlefield?
Well, he was not happy he was not able to make a full connection, but he said he got what he needed and then ordered Track to also leave. This is not the first time he has tried to make a connection, but it is the first time he has had success to any sort of degree.
The appearance of Trek again working alongside Benjix can't spell anything good.
Would this be more Benjix with Trek? Because the last time we saw Trek, he had his own morphing grid experiments.
That's what I'm worried about. For the Machine Empire, a morphing code is utterly useless. But in the hands of Trek, I fear he is up to something that is beyond even my comprehension. I'm going to start that. I'm going to reinforce your code. I'm going to establish a firewall.
Understood.
Establish firewalls. I won't let that. I will not let Benjix get any more information from you, Orchid.
Good. It did not feel. It felt wrong.
See
Yes.
it kind of tense up a bit.
Yes. It would. Benjix was attempting to copy your very essence. In whatever sense, he would have taken more than just your morphing code. He probably wanted to see what made the Alpha Sentinels tick. Which would explain. I'm trying to connect the dots here. I haven't got everything yet. But we will. But you're alright, or he hasn't left anything malicious. You managed to take like that, and you managed to defend yourself.
Does he need anything else to be able to use my code? If it was iterated and designed from me, was he able to use that code without me?
I cannot say for sure. Like I said, in the hands of anyone from the Machine Empire, it's near useless. Best they could do is study it, and then arrive at the conclusion that you are indeed a cybernetic life form infused with the power of the morphing grid. In the hands of Trek, we can only begin to imagine. But you did well. You did well to keep him out. I'm proud of you.
I'm more than just my code.
That you are. And that is what Benjix was not betting on, I assume. And that if I was to assume that is what made him fail today to get what he really wanted. While the Machine Empire is a highly advanced robotic artificial intelligence, you, as I've said many times, are unique. I believe that is what plays to your advantage against the Machine Empire. Now, let's shore up your defense.
Understood.
I do the things.
The scene pans out as it flows to the base. The five of you are down by the elevator. You can, if you so choose, attempt to make your way down it. There is like a maintenance ladder type deal.
Yep, Dwayne's going to go down the ladder.
Not if I get through it first.
Are you going to be sliding down the ladder?
Bitch, I might be.
Well, Dwayne's going to be doing that as well.
As we fight to get in front of each other like fourth graders.
Yeah, as you know, the code that opened this up, it was very much similar to your uncle's code, Nova. You get down...
Nova's like communications.
No, I said
switched
that...
it to where he would be with them.
Okay.
Because Daxian took a breath and said, we need to do this. It takes a couple, it takes a little bit for you guys to reach down to where you are. You get down to the very bottom. You feel like you've gone down about 7 or 8 floors. Whatever this lift is, and again, you are absolutely astonished at even why it goes this far down. As you get down, you see the same panel like that, and because you're already down here, it's easy enough to open up the panel. You just input the same code again. What you are greeted with is what looks to be like an underground hangar. And inside this hangar are gigantic parts. Not dissimilar to that of the cyber zone.
Can Dwayne do that ping thing again, or
you can do alertness grid sensitivity if you want. You only sense the grid coming from your immediate area, so that's yourself and your allies. You also sense Orchid. Orchid, what are you feeling right now currently?
Orchid is torn. And it's just trying to process like 5 different feelings at once.
From Orchid's ping for the grid sensitivity, Dwayne, you feel kind of like that she's kind of like trying to process everything. She's kind of like fluctuating.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all you get.
Right. Well, we've got a hangar and we've got something that kind of almost looks like Zords. Is there a panel around somewhere?
Give me a group alertness roll, everyone.
Can I do perception for this one?
Yeah, alertness perception, or just alertness.
15.
12.
7.
Yep. 15. Half of you. And I gotta do it for arrow. I forget you're not here. Ah! Crap, I need arrows. Yeah, cool. More than all of you pass. That is fine. As you say that, the light in the hangar start to come on. And then all of a sudden, you all hear a familiar voice. He goes, "No need for a panel. If you found this place, then I can only imagine that Kruger sent you here for a reason." Let's out a sigh as from one of the top gantries, you look up and you see Nova's uncle.
Oh. Wait. What?
And that's where the episode ends this week.
I hope that my mic picked up Nova going, "Oh, thank God."
Yeah, sort of. It kind of cut out towards the
didn't hear
end. It kind of
Okay.
cut out a little bit, but it's fine. I get the gist of what you're going for.
Like it's literally the, "Oh, thank God he's alive." Wait, what the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, that's episode 54. Holding the Line Part 2. And as I said, you completed the battle scenario perfectly.
Yay!
So that plays entirely into your favor. Do not worry about that. And Tom, you actually managed to figure out what Vendrix took pretty much in the first roll there.
Woo! Way to go!
So yes, so interesting times. I need to go to the slideshow, but yes, ladies and gentlemen, that has been episode 54. Finishing out the battle scenario, which I kind of hoped to do in 53, but it just didn't happen. And yeah, 2.5 hour episode, pretty good for us. I do believe we are not doing a session next week because I believe Tom is busy. And that's fine. That gives me time to try and update some stuff on Foundry. Maybe I'll have a play around this weekend. Just to let everyone know, the next time I will be streaming will probably be Friday afternoon/evening, as it is my birthday.
Happy early birthday.
Nerd. So I will probably be doing games and the such with a bunch of my friends on the UK side of things. And then
I see how it is.
I mean, you guys are like asleep when I'm hanging. And it's kind of become like a yearly tradition with those guys. They're the ones I went to the LARP with quite recently, actually. And yes, I almost chose not to do anything this week because I've just come back from a LARP once again me and my friends go to. And it was warm. It was humid, and we were in a field. So I was attacked with everything hay fever. But yeah.
You guys hear me?
Can only imagine what the bugs were like.
Awful. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yep, I was like, your birthday is next week. My birthday is also next week.
No, my birthday is this Friday.
Happy birthday.
Thank-
My birthday will be next Saturday.
Yeah. You're cutting out as well. I don't know why, but I think you're in this one. But yes, enough of that stuff. So that's what I'm doing. yeah. So, we'll say goodbyes and then I'll send everyone off somewhere else. So, Choco, who are you? Where can they find you?
Hello, everybody. I'm Chocolate Zombie 101. You can find me all over social media as some form of Chocolate Zombie 101. I stream on Twitch. Tuesdays, you can find me and Deluna over on our Phase of Our Lives campaign over on Burnout Bomb's channel. It's our Wild Beyond the Witchlight playthrough. And then that's bi-weekly, and then every other week when we're not doing that, you find me, Drago Magnus, and Royal Hoshi doing Baldur's Gate 3. Wednesdays, you can find me here on this channel playing Power Rangers CyberStrike, and then later tonight and every Wednesday nights, you can find me and Deluna over on twitch.tv/Draco Magnus for our Curse of Strahd campaign, where we're basically in the final section. And then Thursdays, when time and people are available, we are usually on Draco's channel for party games.
Awesome, awesome. Cryptic, who are you? Where can they find you?
You can find me at twitch.tv/cryptic_cytogen.
Fantastic. And again, Cryptic, big thanks to Cryptic for being here on their phone when they didn't have access to a laptop or PC. Didn't need to, but much, much appreciated. Deluna, who are you? Where can they find you?
Hello. You can find me on Blue Sky, Twitch, and YouTube at Deluna13. Oh, sorry. It's like Chaco mentioned right now, we are at around 8:30 CST. You'll find me on the Draco Magnus channel for our Barovian Odyssey campaign. Yeah, I'm on my phone. I moved to my phone so it'd be a lot more stable connection because I'm not on my Wi-Fi.
That's cool.
But yeah. Yeah, that's it for me.
Sweet, sweet. Hardluck, who are you? Where can they find you?
Well, I am the internet's Mr. Hardluck, frequent stream guest and very, very occasional streamer. I do not currently have a streaming schedule in place. So, yeah, really the only thing I do Twitch-wise is hang out here with you guys. But aside from that, if you want to keep up with my IRL pro wrestling exploits as the classiest man in the multiverse, Scott E. Stevens, you can look up my channel on YouTube. That's Scott, middle initial E, last name Stevens with a PH. Or you can look up my home promotion, Rubber City Wrestling, via the RCW Network on YouTube. You can see some of my new matches, some of my old matches. Go ahead and watch them. They're terrible. Well, the old ones are. New shit's good.
Nice. Rosso, who are you? Where can they find you?
You can find me on Blue Sky and YouTube at Rosso Ryu. That is ROSOHRYU. On Mondays, you can find me on twitch.tv/Dr_Caliban as R. Sawyer, the Undisputed Future. On Wednesdays, you can find me here as Dwayne Caruso for Power Rangers CyberStrike. On Fridays, I am Vandry, the Drow rogue sort of assassin of Bernard Vaughn's campaign for Outlaws Gambit. Is on Bernard Vaughn's Twitch channel. And that is bi-weekly, and it is happening this Friday. So be sure to tune in for that. And then on WDW Cryptics Wrestling Show, I am in Debug on that. So, and finally, for the character portraits that you saw on the bottom of the screen and on the battle map, I am the artist that does those as well.
Fantastic. And lastly, rounding out the team, Tom, who are you? Where can they find you?
I'm Tom. You'll find me here next session.
Tom is also the artist that has done most of the art that you see scrolling across the screen. Check out their stuff on their social medias. It's just Dynamo Tom. You can't miss them. It's full of Toku. A huge thank you to them for that. And of course, I am Twitch the Person. I'm your game master, dungeon master, grid master, and overall mad scientist behind this entire campaign. You can find all of my information below. If you want to catch up on the entire campaign, you can go to my YouTube, where the entire playlist is available. I believe one of the latest episodes went live today. Or is that tomorrow that I've got it? No, that was published today. So episode 51 was published today. 52 will probably go up now sometime tomorrow, I want to say. So yes, you can do all that. And of course, you can find me here streaming whenever I can. So yeah. Thank you very, very much for tuning in, everyone. Thank you very much to my players for once again being a part of this. I don't really have many small YouTubers to raid other than Zymus site. So I think we might go there. They are playing Onimusha 2 Samurai's Destiny. Classic. Loved the Onimusha games when I was younger. So yes, thank you very much for watching. For anyone that's lurked, for anyone that has shared this on social medias, it much appreciated. And I will see you all next time. Take it easy, stay safe, may the power protect you. And if you can't be kind, just keep it to yourself.
Hail Pigeon.
Hail Pigeon. See you guys.
Hail Pigeon.